Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. What a perfect day for football. And we're off from Jacksonville. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets... So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Gone.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Lawrence now off the play action. His first throw is an interception. Darius Williams with the INT. And the Rams take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First half, well, listen, it goes to the defense. Now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
3rd and goal. It's Stafford. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Rams parlay the interception into points. Matthew Stafford the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Once it became goal to goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on 4th and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple of reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Take right open. Dirty left. Right, here we go.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. This, our last play of the quarter.
Hey, Lion.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They have second down behind the sticks. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down. Now Lawrence. He's on the move. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
Lawrence trying again on second. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He's trying to go deep again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams take possession of the football at their own 20 after the turnover. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
On first down, here's Stafford. That's taken in by Cup. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. This is Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Stafford now on first down. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Rams trying to make some noise before halftime. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Stafford from the gun. Able to hit Robinson, complete. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Stafford gonna go on 4th. Throw is caught by the back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They take the handoff now, Stafford. Pass is caught at the 9. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Touchdown, L.A. So, Bob, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
And when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Cardi now for the PAT. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
11.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go play action here. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
24.
He'll throw it. He's looking deep once again. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
He's loaded another one up. This is caught inside the 15. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right, they rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Cam Little to try the extra point.
Oh, shoot.
And he's off the mark. No good. Some troubles for the rookie early here as he misses on the extra point. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Over 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars take possession in the shadow of their own end zone. They're at the 4-yard line. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about his safety. And those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
He sends this one to the end zone. And someone sneaked in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars, they're stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
First down throw, Lawrence. They get it right back. That's intercepted. The rookie out of Miami with the pick. And the Rams take over at the start of the red zone. He's tackled right at the 20. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Andre Sisco. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Red 23.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And he knocks that one away to prevent a big gain. Now all eyes go to the penalty marker to see who it's against. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Red on red.
They go play action on first. He's trying another one deep. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And that makes it second and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Throwing off the play fake here. He's trying to go deep again. That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. He'll take this at the 10. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And they pick him off again! Fourier Oluokun with the pick. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, hey, offensive coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
On red.
They'll run here on first down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Easy, read it, 24.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. All right, here we go. Second down.
13, Luke. Luke. Bingo.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10.
11. Hey, easy. Ralph. Hot.
Working inside the red zone. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Lisa, 24.
On second down, it's Etienne. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a fourth quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Jaguars in a crucial spot late, trying for 2.
Hey. Here we go.
Keeping it on the ground. And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4th. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Into traffic, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Now Stafford again. Risky throw, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. On is Little for the extra point. And another one is no good. What a disaster this has been, Brock. That is his 3rd missed PAT in this ball game. No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. Here's Smith on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Try and push it deep downfield.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. And that one is incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Hey, kill.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. They've got to keep moving quick here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking.
It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. Cardi down for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Rams get it back to within 6. Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And the Jaguars recover the onside kick. That should all but clinch this victory for them. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Silver.
Here he is to throw. He's looking deep once again. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Cameron Curl has it.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ballgame.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.